Blog 157. My friends, as the leader of the 8 billion supreme beings, I carry not the burden, but the privilege of encouraging man, plants and animals to enter the configurations. I rely on the continued support of my disciples for generations to come, and the spreading of the word of prosperity and salvation, no doubt simple truths, and youtube.com/AlanSky666. I ask all the 8 billion supreme beings, which at all times will include the 1%, and my disciples, to receive the enlightenment with gracious understanding that all military will cease on our holy temple, and the network of peace trains to commence on our planet. I ask the leaders of the first and second of the Big Fives on this very day of Sunday, 1st of June in the year 2014, to converge on Damascus to lay the foundation of the stone at the railway station for the first train leading to Jerusalem. All this nonsense of fighting, which has been going on for some 20,000 years or more, comes to an end. We are no longer killers, but compassionate human beings ready to colonize the 10 dimensions with iridium and colored glass to protect the configurations from the void. I ask those leaders to bring with them food and fresh water and plane loads of bricks and mortar to cover the whole country of Syria. Fighting and killing, which has been inbred in us, must cease in the whole of Syria, Ukraine, Afghanistan, and every place in the world, as we increase the police forces in all countries and develop law and order. I want the 8 billion supreme beings to see what is possible on our holy temple. I want the greatest peace trains of beauty and love to start from Damascus, onto Jerusalem, and onto I want every person working on the tracks to wear garlands over their heads, also their houses and families nearby. The railway stations along the route shall be works of art, with hotels, shops and dodgem cars. I say to the leaders of the first and second of the Big Five, do you want the survival of mankind? If so, start now. I bring to you the message of urgency in this crisis situation of the MAD, atom bombs, drones, ballistic missiles, torture, and mayhem in general. You know that the weapons of war amassed in our arsenals can destroy the Holy Temple 10 times over, with the knock-on effect destroying all the 10 dimensions. I am here as the Anointed One. From the 3 ears of corn within my hand, bent in the wind in the city of Ur, to carry the torch of science for peace throughout the Holy Temple every day of the year. The Olympics will be continual, and smiles and jubilations shall continue with the 10 Commandments and will never end. I am here as the Anointed One to say to all the supreme beings that life on our holy planet exists nowhere else in the 10 dimensions. I am here as the Anointed One to say we are privileged to be able, through astrophysics, to combine light and gravity, time and space, and the elements of the periodic table, to gather ourselves together in the ziggurat at Ur for the new beginning. There shall be no more glory in the kill. This was simply the primitive stage of our growing up in taking the possessions of our neighbour. It has led to the stage of the MAD, or mutually assured destruction. I give you not muscle and blood and skin and bone, but the jubilation of worlds undreamed of, although just a little short of our holy temple, whose beauty as yet is still unappreciated. There will be no reason for crime or drug addiction, for we will breathe in fresh air and read news which will be uncontaminated with the horrors of war. There will be no disease, but a healthy lifestyle. Daily discoveries of superplanets will abound. I, Karyotype 47, plagued from birth with misconceptions, have been made by my disciples into the enlightened one, to guide you into the path of righteousness for the sake of the name Jehovah, which consists of light, gravity, time and space, and the elements of the periodic table. For we are the gods, and shall enter into the configurations as the vowels within the consonants.